Alright guys, welcome back. I know I've been completely absent for quite some time now. However, I'm back. Right now I'm literally just doing a stroll around. I'm actually hungry right now, so I'm gonna grab something to eat. Thank you, Access Sport. Probably a little bit loud in here. They all know that's one of the flaws about Subarus, but yeah, you can't get everything on a car like this. Hope everyone's staying safe, definitely washing their hands, and you know, do whatever you gotta do to stay off the road. Can't say the same for me because I'm actually on the road right now, and some things you can't control. So here I am. Road running is what I call it. Let's get out of here. I'm actually taking the long way right now, so I can do just a little bit of catch up to you guys what's been going on. So as you guys know, severe thunderstorm here, right? So as you guys know, actually, I'm not too sure if you know, but I actually have a pretty good hookup with Subarus. So if literally anyone's out there looking to get some pricing details or whatever it is, feel free to reach out to my DM, PM me, message me, whatever you want. Email is going to be listed in the bottom of every video. Just reach out to me and we can definitely put something together for you guys as well. Also, for those who know, that hotel there is a new hotel at the Hard Rock setup. Haven't been there myself, but I don't live that far away from it. I can tell you this, at nighttime it's definitely a light show. Definitely something you have to see in person. So yeah, man, just can't wait for this quarantine thing to be over, so I can go ahead and put all my parts on my car. Definitely go ahead and tune it. People say it's not really good to put too much power on this car, but this is a 2020 STI forged internal, so this car should definitely be a lot stronger than usual. That's really my go-to goal, honestly, you know, have this car push as much power as it possibly can in the stock motor. In reality, for me, I'm literally aiming for, you know, early 4s, high 3s. I'll be more than satisfied. Other than that, it is what it is already, you know. I want to take good care of it and not beat it up as much, you know. So that's really who we are. Let me know what you guys plan on seeing next. Honestly, for me, I just can't wait to do those do-it-yourself videos. Honestly, man, you know, getting my hands dirty, you know, getting a good look on the car, feel, you know, everything behind this car. I wish everyone in the world drove a Subaru. If that's the case, you know, it's not a possibility. But for those who are, you know, sticking with the brand, you know what Subaru is all about. You know, the long term, the car not being a pain in the ass if you take care of it, of course. You know, it's definitely a great brand to be a part of, for sure. I love this car. I'm on my second STI now. I had an 18, for those who don't know the real story behind it. And I had to get rid of it, sadly. So now I'm on a 2020. As you can see right there, literally the car has 2,500 miles on there. Literally a brand new car. Taking my time with it. I haven't done a lot. The only thing that's back on this car is just my blow off valve from HKS. Other than that, yes, she's as stock as she needs to be. Plenty of parts I have to go on. I have my intake ready to go. I have my downpipe ready to go. I have my 1300, and I also have the DID 1050s injectors as well ready to go for you as well. Other than that, I have my stage 3 clutch also ready to be installed. I have my FP Blue turbo as well. I have my external wastegate as well with a dumb tube. Only thing I'm missing on this car is really, I want the R400. I love that one. That's a must-have. Also, I need a new fuel pump as well. That one went bad on the last car. And I need an up pipe. A lot of people are saying go equal length because it's going to be a lot more healthier for the car. Personally, for me, I'm not really a big fan of it. I definitely want to hear the iconic Subaru rumble. I don't mind giving up a little bit on horsepower, you know, just to hear that sound. But in reality, I may just get both and, you know, see which one sounds best and, you know, go ahead and compare between those two. But I've driven a few of my friends' cars, you know, they all had equal length headers. I don't really like the sound of it, but I think I may have to convert, you know, as far as, you know, long-term reliability on this car, because I do plan on keeping it for 3 years. After 3 years, if not giving me any issues, this is definitely a car that I'll, you know, may consider keeping. If not, it wouldn't be the TheLastEJ, so I'll take care of it. If anything happens, I am prepared for maintenance costs. We do know when it comes to modifying these Subarus, it takes a lot of, you know, a lot of care, a lot of love. So with that being said, I am prepared to buy a short block if needed, because that tends to be the only thing that goes wrong these cars, you know, when you start putting a lot of power into it. So as far as me, like I said, ideal goal for me is simply 400 horsepower. You give me 400 horsepower and I'll be good to go. Torque, I need that get up and go as well, so I maybe say, you know, 435. I'll be good to go. But personally for me, I take more torque over horsepower all day, because, you know, that's what gets the car up and going. With it being all-wheel drive, moral of the story is you're gonna take out before plenty of other cars anyways. So, you know, that's gonna be a good go-to thing. Also forgot to tell you, I do have my axle backs from the last car. However, I had to get them welded. So those are back on this car again, because the 18 doesn't fit anything on the 19 and 20s. So I do a little bit of conversion for it to fit. I didn't have the funds at a point in time to get a full catback exhaust. Now I do. We're just waiting for things to get a little bit more better, you know, and just go from there. You know, make sure the funds are there before you do something that's not necessarily a necessity. But as far as me, I want to put some extra money into this car to make it reliable as possible, and to make it my daily driver, believe it or not. Work from home is about less than 10 miles a day, front and back. So for me, it's gonna be a, you know, barely driven car. Everyday driven, but barely driven. So it's the best way of describing it. I cannot wait to see what this car is gonna give me. Literally, I'm hoping for no issues, so I'll maintain as much as possible. Of course, with the car being, you know, modified like I plan on doing, probably gonna have to get some very, very early oil change on this car. For example, you know, maybe, let's say every, what, 3,500 miles, instead of it being recommended 6, even though no one does that 6. They always tend to do it a little bit more earlier as well. So that's my ideal goal for this car itself, you know, taking care of it and, you know, going from there. Other than that, you know, just maintaining the car as much as possible. Another thing that I didn't tell you guys that I wanted to do was I eventually plan on getting this car wrapped. I do want to wrap it with the new colorway Subaru gave for the Series White, which is the ceramic white is what they call it, I believe. Yeah, the ceramic white. I got the model code from an STI already, so that I definitely plan on doing with this car. It's a must. That color stamp compared to this one is just beautiful. Imagine a color that bright with the calipers on this. It's just, you know, it's eye-catching. It's definitely not something you want to miss out on. I'm actually doing a food run right now, you know, just like my car. I gotta get some fuel in me too. So a lot of people who don't know, if you live in the Hollywood, Pembroke Pines area, Steak and Shake is a must-to. It's almost a necessity in an area like this. Food's good, you're in and out literally, so even with quarantine, it's not gonna stop people from getting this right now. So let's get some fuel. I'll be back with you guys after I pick up